My dad at the moment is in great danger of sounding like a racer, and that's because his 2000 Honda Civic with the automatic gearbox has got a blowing exhaust. So we're going to change that and hopefully be a nice easy job to do today. So stuff you're going to need for this project, you're obviously going to need a new back box, and I highly recommend that you also pick up some new bolts, which I've got here, and the springs as well, along with a fire ring. There's all the part numbers should you need them. That's obviously for the spring. That one is for your new bolt, and this is for the rear silencer or back box. This should be a relatively simple job to do. The biggest problem you'll probably find is getting these bolts undone, which is why I told my dad to get some new ones, just so we can replace those. They don't look too bad, they look like they'll come off, but the actual pipe of the exhaust is really rotten, so but the likelihood of these coming undone is quite slim usually, and you're better off just replacing them anyway, because especially like the springs, so they do lose tension, and they are needed to compress that fire ring and create that good seal, and also the fire ring you need to replace, because obviously it is a seal, it does compress over time. It just allows a very slight bit of movement within the exhaust. I will show you now how bad the old one is. So excuse handy cam for the moment. As you can see, the car is supported on a single axle stand, because I was hoping that's all we're going to need. This is the back box, as you can see there. Let me see if I can zoom you out. There we go. Might be a bit fisheye effect, but the actual back box itself, it visually looks in good condition on the outside, but these do rot from the inside out. Here's the pipe here that goes into the silencer or the back box. I think there's quite a big hole in it somewhere, but that metal there is very soft. I could just about push my thumb through it. Further along up where the exhaust connects onto, these are the bolts I'm talking about. Oh, it has actually got nuts on the back of these. That'd be interesting. I wonder if those ones didn't come with nuts. But anyway, there's, as you can see there again, that is massively rusty, and I can't actually, there was a hole in it. I thought I found a hole. Oh, there's the hole, and you can see how soft that is. It's just yeah, it's virtually non-existent. So you can see why my dad's in great danger of sounding like a boy racer. So I've given WD-40 loads of time to soak in, which means I've just sprayed them, so that should be plenty of time. These nuts are 13mm, and these ones are 14 on the back here. So let's see if he's going to be good for us, shall we? Ooh. We're in luck. Yeah, as you can see, that wasn't long for this world at all, was it? Right, let's get the exhaust off of its hangers next. So these don't look too bad at all. This one looks like, yeah, that's a little bit bent, so I'm glad to be replacing these. Like I said, the spring that we've got here, they've probably lost a little bit of their compression. The nuts we're going to have to reuse because we didn't get any nuts. I thought that the centre section might have had a little bit of like thread in it, but it doesn't at all. But we can reuse these. We could probably clean them up a bit with a wire wheel or not bother at all. they look pretty good, to be fair, especially where the threads and that are. If they had been more corroded than that, then we'd probably have to replace them, but these would be good to go again. So sometimes these rubber things, exhaust hangers, can be a right pain to get off. But you can use WD-40, they will take WD-40 okay, so you know, as before, give it plenty of time to soak in. It really don't matter on this, in all honesty. There's the other one, just there. These, as far as I could see, are in very good condition, so you can replace yours if you want, but you do have to take them off the exhaust first before taking it off the actual hanger off the car, because it is curved upwards and there's no way I'm going to get that over that with the exhaust being there. So let's see how we get on. There's 3 of these, by the way. One there, and one at the back here. That was a lot easier than I was expecting, actually. I didn't think it would come off these hangers at all without some serious manipulation, but it is actually easier to get it off of these hangers that are actually fitted to the car than it was off the exhaust. So there you go, learn from me for once. Let's have a look at the exhaust. So as you can see here, that is totally and utterly rotten. There's hardly any metal there at all. The back box itself, or the silencer, again, that's all soft just there, as is this pipe here. So yeah, clearly in need of replacement. Right, let's see about getting these exhaust hangers off next. That's those off. And all we're looking out for here is any major cracks in these. You'll probably see it as you're trying to pull these off. But these are still in very good condition, as you can see there. We'll give these a WD-40 up before we install them again. But yeah, all 3 of those look good. Right, let's get it back on the car, shall we? So to make it even harder for myself, I've decided to take the far ring off now, while the other exhaust, or the new exhaust, is in my way. That should just simply slide off, hopefully. Might need a screwdriver to pry it off though. That was harder than expected, but one old far ring off, new one going on. This is where you need 3 hands, because you just need to put a bit of tension on that spring just to get the nut started. You've got this fat bit on the bolt there, which obviously clamps up against this flange here, and the problem of getting at the moment is getting these holes to line up so it allows this to go through the silencer. finally those bolts and nuts are not fully done up yet, but the difficulty I had was getting this washer bit through the hole and aligning up with this at the same time. You really have to push and mess around and try and clamp this spring down with your hands to try and get the nut started. Can't hear or feel any leaks around this fire ring here, so that's pretty good. Let's get the car back on the ground now. So that's it for this one. My dad no longer has to wear a baseball cap on backwards and wanting to race everyone all the time. The car's now ready for its MOT. We're going to begin to give the car back to him. For that to happen, it needs at least a couple new tyres on the front, I believe, like I said in the last video. He had an advisory on them last year apparently, so he's already aware of that. I think we've got one more job to do on this car, but I'm going to allow him to get an MOT on this because the parking, the area this is parked in at the minute, strictly speaking, isn't my property. So yeah, so that's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in a future video. Well, hopefully we'll be working on something completely different.